All right, here with Jeff Mayweather, who had a fight on the undercard of the Dawson-Ward, Chad Dawson. Jeff, unfortunate things didn't go your way. Tell us about the performance of Bowie Tupou and what went wrong for you.
Well, I mean, basically, Bowie's he's a big puncher, and he has trouble with boxers. He has tremendous trouble with boxers. And to be honest, Malik Scott, I mean, he's probably one of the best boxers in the heavyweight division, hands down. So it was a terrible fight going in for him. I mean, he's Bowie's still great. He's a guy that's all of his work has been done on the job. I mean, he had no amateur background. He has an impressive record. 21 or 22-1 at the time. Now it's 22-2. And of course, records can be, manufactured, and sometimes it can be just fighting the right people. And I think basically they did a great job with him so far. And but matching him up against one of the best boxers in the division, it was a horrible decision. So that's the results.
Yeah, you hadn't worked with Bowie in a while. You'd worked with him previously. Is this was a one-fight deal, or are you back with him now?
Well, I mean, basically, it all depends on what he wants to do. I mean, he said that he's supposed to be fighting again pretty soon. So, and he asked me would I work with him. I said yeah, I work with him. I mean, I'm not one of those guys that once a guy lose, I kick him to the curb. That's usually a fighter's thing. But and me as a trainer, I'm not that way either. I mean, I do a job, we win together, we lose together. No big deal.
Well, you mentioned he had problems with boxers, but as far as working with them, what do you think some of the things that he really needs to improve on are?
Well, I mean, the one thing is that he really needs to improve on. Basically, like I said, I mean, when he spars with guys that aren't really boxers, guys that are right in front of him, I mean, he does well. He does great. But guys that give him angles, guys that can move, lateral movement on their feet, he have a tendency to load up so much that they can see everything coming. So, like I said, I mean, it's best for him, the management team that's with him, is to put somebody in front of him that he's going to go to war with. And most times he's going to win. He's going to win a flat-out fight, but I don't think he needs to see any more boxers.
Yeah.
I gotta take this.
Uh-oh. Yeah. All right, well, Jeff, tell us about the end of the fight.
Well, basically, I mean, Bowie was injured here. I mean, because, a couple of times when I was holding mitts for him, he did, complain about his arm. It looked bad. It looked bad, really bad doing it in the fight because, the fight was so lopsided, and then it seemed like it looked like it was a way out. But, realistically, most fighters go into fights with injuries. And unfortunately his showed up toward the end of the fight, and it looked like he just quit, but I know he was injured for real.
All right, the other, of course, the main event there. Tell us your thoughts on the Chad Dawson and Dawson-Ward.
To be honest, I wasn't that surprised. I thought Ward was going to win, and I didn't think he was going to stop him. That's the only thing that that surprised me, that Chad Dawson, he didn't really come to fight. It seemed like to me, the first 3 rounds he fought hard, and after that, it looked like he was just trying to survive. I mean, he barely threw any punches after that.
Now you had two top champions here meeting each other. I noticed, I've seen some people anyway, at least, are throwing out there that maybe Dawson-Ward's a new #1 pound-for-pound guy, surpassing Floyd. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, maybe not. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, some people are really caught up into who's the #1 pound-for-pound fighter, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, at this point, I mean, I'm pretty sure that everybody knows that Floyd's still the best fighter in the world, whether he's #1, whether he's #10. And he's probably gonna have that distinction until he walks away.
All right, Jeff, well, I appreciate your time. What you got next? Who's the next one in the ring for you?
Got Derek Gainer on his comeback fight, September 29th in Pensacola, Florida.
All right. And of course, we got the Ultimate Fighter coming up for you here soon to be on FX TV, correct?
Yes.
Yep. All right, Jeff, well, appreciate your time. Thanks.